Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Brittany Jade, and if you are new here, welcome and thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're already someone who is subscribed, welcome back, and I'm so glad that you decided to join me on today's video, which is going to be all about how I meal prep for our family of 3 and how I am planning to maximize our meal planning and meal preparations and minimizing our spending that we currently spend on groceries. So in this video today, I'm going to show you all about how I plan out our meals for the month, because I'm planning to only do grocery shopping twice a month now. I used to go grocery shopping like every single Friday, and it was really stressful for me. And as a busy mom and as somebody who lives like 30 minutes from the nearest grocery store, because I do live on a really small island where groceries and things like that are just not as accessible as they were when I lived in the city, I just think that it's going to be way less stressful on my lifestyle as a whole, and it's just going to make me so much happier for me to utilize everything that I have in our pantry, give my family nutritious meals, and only have to hit the grocery store twice a month. And this way I can also save money as well. So I'm going to show you guys how I plan out our meals, how I pick out everything that we're going to be eating for the 2 weeks that we do this. And this is going to include lunch items and our dinners, which is usually what we plan. We kind of do like leftovers for lunches, and then I have a whole separate little entry on how I prepare my daughter's meals. My husband and I are not huge breakfast eaters, but from time to time we will incorporate that, and there are certain breakfast staples that we keep on hand at all times, and I will go over all of that with you guys. And I'll also include, I don't know if it's going to be this video, it might be the next video though, all of the grocery items that I ended up buying and how this is all going to work out. I'm really excited to save more money on the grocery bill, because this is something that I really want to like narrow down and really get to like the nitty-gritty of preparing healthy meals for my family while not wasting food. So often we like buy a bunch of food every week, and then by the time the end of the week is around and it's time to grocery shop again, we've wasted so many things, or things have gone bad and we haven't eaten it, and that just makes me feel horrible. So I really want to get down to the nitty-gritty of it. I really want to, sorry about that, my phone cut off. Especially with the next baby coming, I really want to make sure that I have some freezer meal options going. I just have so many plans in place for how I want to totally revamp my planning, my meal prepping, and my grocery shopping. So stay tuned, stick around for this video, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope that you guys like this video. If you do, and if you're interested in more videos like this, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any tips and tricks for me, or any way that you guys like to grocery shop or plan out your meals, or if you're somebody who only does grocery shopping twice a month, leave that down in the comments for me, because I love hearing about how other people are tackling something that I want to accomplish myself. So thanks so much, guys, and keep on watching.
Okay, so the first things that I grab are my planner. This is my Holy Grail planner. It has everything in it that me and my husband and my kiddo do. I have a cookbook here. This is the Keto Made Easy cookbook, and they actually have a YouTube channel called Keto Connect, and I love them. I'll link them down below. And then just another notebook there to keep notes. I'm starting on a Wednesday evening. It's pretty late right now, but I do my grocery shopping usually on Thursdays. So I'm going to mark in my planner what shopping days I have scheduled for this month, and then I'm going to take a look at every activity that we have scheduled currently for the following 2 weeks. So there are several nights throughout the week where I know that like my husband's gone, like he's usually gone on Monday nights, I'm usually gone on Tuesday and Thursday nights, and you know, if we have any doctor's appointments or anything like that, I'll go ahead and notate that. And this is going to help me dictate, like, am I going to have enough time to come home after work and cook a meal, or is that going to be a crock pot meal? And don't sleep on crock pot meals, you guys. Crock pot meals are life, especially for my husband, who's not too fond of being in the kitchen. So I really enjoy them for nights that I know that I'm not going to be home, so he can just come home, be stress-free, and know that there is dinner ready to go in the crock pot. So in my loose leaf notepad here, I'm just going to write down some recipes. I wish I had like some really cool, like more organized way of how I broke down my meals. Like on Mondays we had beef, on Tuesdays we had chicken, on Wednesdays we had salad, but it just doesn't really work like that. I know that on Fridays we normally like to do like a pizza night, and on Saturdays we typically like to go out, and I do like to incorporate one meat-free or a salad meal that week. So I will just go through like a cookbook, and I mean, this is a keto cookbook, but I'm not necessarily following a keto diet right now, but I do still love this cookbook in particular. Also, I love using Pinterest, and I have an entire Pinterest board. I'll leave that link down below so you guys can get some ideas of recipes that I normally like to include in my meal plan. But I really like to have some meal plans or like have some recipes on deck that I'm going to want to use for the week. This just helps me narrow down like what do I already have in my cupboard to use and what do I need to buy from the grocery store, and it keeps me really focused so that I'm not just throwing random things into my cart that I'm not even going to be using for the following 2 weeks. So I really like this idea. I like writing down like exactly what it is I want to eat. Even if it doesn't end up being the exact thing, I just like to kind of have a plan, and this just helps me stay organized, and it also helps me to save money because I'm not just, like I said, randomly throwing stuff in the cart, and the grocery bill sure does add up quick. After I've decided what recipes we're going to eat, I'm going to head and take stock here of everything that I already have in my pantry so that I'm not double buying anything that we don't need. I do the same thing in my fridge and both my pantries there. I also look for things that we're going to need for breakfast, like eggs, milk, cheese, anything like that. My daughter likes frozen waffles, pouches, things like that. I make sure that we always have like the necessities on hand, and I just like to take count of how much of each thing we have and what we need. Lastly, I just make sure that I have all of the items that I need from the grocery store written down based off of what I took out of our pantry and the recipes that I chose for the week. And I do like to organize my grocery list by how I hit the grocery store. I usually start off in the produce aisle and end in the freezer aisle. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below if you like this kind of content. And I hope you guys have a great night. Bye.